Sure, yeah. So my name is Gautam Puri. I recently graduated from NIST International School, Thailand. And I completed the IB Diploma. When I did the IB, I took 3 HLs and 3 SLs. My standard level subjects were English Literature, French B, and Chemistry. And for my higher levels, I had Mathematics, Physics, and Econ. Actually, when I started off, I had Physics, Math, Chemistry, and Econ at higher level. The Physics, Math, and Chemistry was because I sort of knew I just wanted to do with engineering. I wanted something to do with engineering. So that's where that came from. And I had 4 higher levels because when I started off, I thought, I kind of knew I'd drop one down the line and ended up dropping chemistry. That was a very sort of, because I knew that I'd be using all 3 of them, so there was no option of changing one to another. There was no option of taking up psychology, for example. But I did do this because physics, math, and econ are incredibly relevant to what I want to do. And obviously, having 3 HLs and 3 SLs is a lot better than having 4 HLs and 2 SLs. Well, it's really no secret that the IB Diploma is challenging. There's a lot required of you. You need to do your 6 subjects along with EE, TOK, CAS, as well as internal assessments for every single subject. So what I'd say is what really would matter the most is if you can manage your time well. And you would probably hear this from many other people. But the technique that I personally used to manage my time well was by studying efficiently. So the way I see it, you can spend a lot of time studying, and you can also do the same thing but more efficiently and in ways that would last longer in your memory, of course. As for the future, I'm going to be studying engineering at the University of Melbourne. I received a 50% scholarship, for which I'm incredibly grateful. And I honestly wasn't expecting to receive this thing because the minimum requirement for IB scores as far as the scholarship is concerned, since it's based strictly on the IB scores, is incredibly high. And of course, I wasn't expecting to receive a 44, but when I did, I also received the scholarship, and it's been able to help us out quite a lot. So yeah. It's no secret that engineering is a difficult course in terms of the academic requirements, and just being able to navigate through the actual maze of equations and all of that. But I think the biggest challenge for me, academics aside, would have to be living alone. Not so much living alone as it would be living away from my family, since I've been to many places before. Moving around is nothing new to me. Changing countries, I do that once every 3 years. But doing that without my parents, and that's something that I'm not used to. I'm used to giving up schools and changing friends all throughout my life. I'm used to that aspect, but leaving the people that have been with me since the beginning of my life is like parents and family. That's going to be difficult. Well, okay. Straight off the bat, academics is probably going to be one, and maybe one of the bigger ones. But I think something, having had 0 experience of university studies at the moment, living away from my family probably will be the biggest one, because I'm living in not only a country I've never been to, not only in a university that I've never really actually visited in person for the next 3 years, but I'm also doing it for the first time in my life. And it's away from the people who I've spent my entire life with. So of course, and I realize it's probably the same case for, many, in fact, maybe if not all, the people that graduate from high school and go off into university abroad. But it's certainly something that I think will be a bigger challenge than I can imagine, at least right now. But yeah.